Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? I do hope you're well. I am Loxley, Setter of Strategy, the Caprian Card Shark, the board game goat. And, hey, Kale, how you doing? Hope everything is going really well for everybody. I've been quite excited. We're getting to a bit of an end game. Or at least we're getting to a point, like a very distinct point in Disco Elysium. Everything feels like it's going faster. We're kind of completing more quests or getting rid of more quests than we are gaining. So yeah, it kind of seems to be escalating. You're not bad. It's all crescendoing. Yes. Is it the denouement? Is that the correct term? Denouement. The final part of the play, film, or narrative in which the strands of plot are all drawn together. It was the correct word. It's Locks. Anything could happen in the next half hour. Thank you very much. Hey, Thurk, how you doing? God, it's bizarre. That throws me straight back into remembering both that Stingray exists and also, yeah, just the fact they have... The things that remind me that Stingray exists is just a very weird subset of things. Anything could happen in the next half hour. How have you injured yourself this time, Thurk? But yeah, hope everything's going well. Shall we get to it? Shall we not have any further ado? Because we are here. I have no idea. So we've come beneath the F and B. I didn't ask to talk to you, Kim. I'm happen to. Imagine if we just said no. We shall not get to it. I mean, it's almost that would imply that there is a choice here. Is it because of the intro or your name being Troy and you've not? You had a painless root canal. Congratulations. New temporary crown of the last one split. Glad to hear. Yeah, it's because of the intro. You just referenced the intro to Stingray, which literally goes, which literally contains the line, anything can happen in the next half hour. And yes, I will do it in that slightly odd accent every single time. Honestly, I actively avoid giving you calling you by the name of Troy just in case you want to keep that stum. There's also Troy Tempest. God, that implies... Oh no! Oh shit! That was not the button I meant to hit. Oh god, sorry, no. Oh, damn it. How do I unban a person? Kale, help. Troy, I'm sorry. Genuinely. Thank you. Sorry about that, buddy. I genuinely didn't mean to do that. The button was just really near, and I kind of have a bit of a nervous clicking habit. Sorry. I didn't remember the name of Troy Tempest. I got so annoyed that I did not remember the name of Troy Tempest. I had to ban you. Notable tyrant. Sick Semper. How dare you dox yourself, Troy? Delete. Delete. Right. I should take out my flashlight. Fair enough, then. Like, just in case.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
Oh, also, good news. After somebody mentioned it, Sonos Vitae mentioned it on Saturday's stream, I actually went and made sure that my mic was forcing it down to... I made sure my mic is being put into mono. So you should now... Like, there will still be differences if I, like, move away from the mic, but there shouldn't be instances of me, like, moving around, because that is something that has annoyed me before, is like the fact that the sound balance on my mic goes fucking everywhere. So now it should be a lot more clear and consistent. So please do let me know if that is a good thing. Left locks gets weird. Yeah, sorry, it's because like I have the game screen on my left-hand side, so I'm not speaking directly into the mic because I don't want to like one, it would just block like a bunch of my screen, and also like I've had it in a more central position before, and people have mentioned that I'm kind of clipping a bit.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. The gun, your gun, can be an item of destruction, but also creation. The Villiers-LaSalle art project. Time to shoot some beauty through the heart of Martinez.
The fuck? Very normal thoughts to have about my gun. Oh, no. Have the torch. There we go. Just occurred to me that, more importantly, there may be tear. The overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Antiquated office furniture. Brought down and forgotten so long ago. Oh. Oh, this would have been where I came in if I had tried to, Oh, okay. This, I guess, is my alternative route if I want to be, like, very savoir-faire. Stones fall, it's a long way down. Central support being destroyed by artillery fire. Yeah, so this is what I could have got up if I had tried the savoir-faire approach. Which, honestly, I don't think would have gone well. Old file folders in the card. In the cart. Documents silvery with mould.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Okay, I mean, we knew a computer was built here. The lighting in this game is so cool. It really is.
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Okay.
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find a device here. You will be disappointed.
All you'll find here is pain.
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Oh, wait, did I already look? Oh, I didn't look at this. Oh, hello. An inter-ecelary suit jacket. For some suggestion. Nice. We dig it, we dig it. Oh, beam of flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Oh. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Is that Krasmazov? Oh, and that's the same slit from the window I saw from outside. Nice. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Surely the church would be in the way.
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. Outside the window, another day. The beach sand soaks up the drizzling rain, growing darker and darker.
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Ah, I can't see the whirling in rags. That makes sense.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
Glad to hear it.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man,
It is!
amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Because in the rules of fiction, the man with the largest beard must be the Karl Marx allegory.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Oh, radio equipment. Like, we have been knowing that Ruby has been doing something with an obscure radio frequency. Or radio, not even frequency, like, radio band. I mean, what's with all the secret weapons and caches? I mean, I'll ask this for completion, but I'm pretty sure it's like, there was a communist coup.
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Actually, we know that some people have cleaned out the old bunkers, but some have been missed.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Revolutionaries, yes, yes, abso-fucking-lutely. And a Shanka with the Mazovian logo, a pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Kraz Mazov would have worn this Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Love it. That actually unlock a thought, out of curiosity? No, sadly not. Oh well. I already had that thought. True, but it did say, like, friendly neighborhood, communard. Whereas I've just got Mazovian socioeconomics. I could stand to be the friendly neighborhood communard. Oh, when did I get a level up? 4 thoughts. Oh, I did get one more door. Okay. Let's get... You're curious about the miracle? You remind of a poem somewhere inside you. Okay, go for it. I'll do that. Hopefully we'll have time. Oh, there's footprints. Footprints in the sand. One of the souls appear more worn than the other. A natural... Look at the hat. I looked at the hat. Oh, Mazovian socioeconomics. Right, gotcha. I take your points. Oh well, I'm still going to wear it. If I hadn't already had it, that would have prompted the thought. Ah, I see. Well, okay, let's at least have the thoughts available. Hang on a second. Let's just quickly do this. Which ones do I have? I've got a few. Weirdly, trousers. All of my trousers come with some form of... a lot of my trousers come with some form of... some sort of thought experiment. Here we go.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal
I know
things.
These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense? This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
No. Anything else? So let's get both fascism and capitalism ahead.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet? Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power.
I do like nice
Crafting your
shoes.
style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
What about communists? Oh no, we're doing this. We're just opening the options.
Or a booster pack to get you deeper into free market ideology.
Also, hey PSJ, how you doing? Hope you well.
Wow, this jacket makes you feel strong, as if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists of old.
Okay, we're not going to wear the nationalist jacket. There are some thought experiments I don't need to engage with.
Let's hope no one saw you wearing that outrageously fascist jacket.
Oh, interesting. You literally just throw it away. Fair enough. Oh, louder buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Yeah, I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
You want to tell me that the stream with the hardcore music was hilarious? We watched it 5 times. That is, thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much for checking it out. Egg is great. We stand egg in this house. We also genuinely I also really like the genuinely the fact that I could play D&D with the communists. That is the high point. Like this game has had a lot of fascinating interactions, and I absolutely understand why so many people love it.
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Just to be aware, player, this is the point at which you cannot go. You cannot go back. Are you sure you wish to proceed?
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle.
Hey, Daisy.
Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Okay, so we know Everart's true intentions and his plan for Martinez. What more is there to do with the Union?
I don't know. Little things. But you're right. We've gotten everything we can from the Union. We even did the Bosch thing.
The Bosch thing, hey.
You've been very, very thorough there. Your fingers approve.
We solved the strike deadlock by telling Joyce about the Union's plans.
I still don't think that was a good idea. But yes, our affairs with the Wild Pines are in order, since she isn't in Martinez anymore.
I mean, we resolved the strike in favor of the strikers, so...
Someone's been a very busy boy. Good on you.
Okay, do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? I hope it involves Gary getting kicked in the face.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
Not that optimistic, Kim.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
That is true.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Funniest thing, you play as communist in the game makes these little jokes. Yeah, absolutely. It's just such a fascinating take on everything, and also the fact that like it's like yeah, like it's you've got to interpret it through Harry's lens, and Harry clearly both simultaneously believes in communism but doesn't properly understand communism and sees it as kind of like a failed thing. It's one of those things where you kind of I'd be genuinely curious to play it like high versions of all the others. Maybe not fascism, but like, you know, certainly like what happens if you go full hustle culture with Harry? What happens if you go full I will not commit to everything? And that being said, I'm pretty sure if you don't commit to anything and go moral intern, the game starts calling you a fascist, from what I have read. As well it should, frankly. Complacency is guilt. Hell yeah.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
This was not what I was expecting.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Okay, I'm already covering my ears, as is Kim.
That's an awful decision.
Oh, okay.
Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
Click those a couple of times.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Pale is in capital P?
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it.
Wait, are you literally talking about the thing in the church?
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds and just...
Oh, no, the pale is the ocean, right? The pale is something more fundamental. Yeah, what was it called? Yeah.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that right now.
Why did you even have this level of empathy, you weirdo?
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
God, I fucking love the Shatnering in this.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
What is the pale?
Pale? It's the end of the world.
Right, that's really unhelpful.
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do.
What?
Can't say that I
Okay.
enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. No, once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Ooh, I like this jam.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
The sound design is fascinating, yes. You use the exact same sound effect.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops. And of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Damn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe.
Oh,
Be
interesting.
careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions.
Okay.
Bide your time.
Uh, how did
I
we know
heard
we were
you in the
coming?
passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh?
It's my
I'm
shack
not
now.
surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back. I was, before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Ah.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
I mean, it definitely makes a difference. There's a distinction. Like, right now, you're guilty of a cover-up, but that's not an actual murder. They are very distinct things, and I was kind of sent here to do one of the things, not the other.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Wait, can we actually...
Nah, she didn't crack. She's a survivor. If she told you anything, it was to save herself. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
Oh, no.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have... You know what? Fuck it. I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled into here. Explain this shit
What
to me.
shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds pretty simple to me.
And I believe you. Did we open the ice machine? Yes, we did. Thurk, you have missed a whole... Like, the ice machine was a whole thing. So, we spent, like, a good 2 streams in a church this side of the river. And, it contained, like, a dull spot where where sound was muted, which is kind of another iteration of the Pale, which is what we're being attacked by here. Then we helped bring together this gang of a former software dev, a bunch of ravers, a weird crab man who lived in the ceiling, and we created a nightclub that had no drugs in it by the time we were done with it. Not because we took the drugs, but because we convinced them to actually go whole hog on a nightclub as opposed to making it a drug den. In an old church, yeah. And as part of that, we needed to get stuff from the ice machine. Heroes, absolutely.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time. Wow, now I'm curious. Please, explain. No, not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There's some mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms.
Don't know it, but also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
That is a really good point.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings.
Reasonable.
Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. She didn't hate him, okay?
She clearly didn't feel sympathy for Mercs. And fuck him if it's hard work.
I'm listening. And? The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier?
Fair.
Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other evidence.
Evidence. No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
Was that pity? For you? She sees you're grasping for straws here.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. No, I did not. Who doesn't? Oh,
Weird.
You probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
What's so great about the antenna?
It's very powerful. I
Oh.
used it to tune into RCM frequencies.
Ah, right.
That's
Yeah,
how I
gotcha,
knew
gotcha,
to be
gotcha.
prepared for your arrival. The view's pretty bomb too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Okay, we should at least ask about this.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think you did it anyway, so...
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
Ah.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Then, it's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Fair.
Yeah? Where?
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
Come on. Give me your version.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the
Oh,
boys
Kim.
over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Did she also seem high?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
Okay. And she said you knew something was wrong immediately?
No, I really didn't.
Okay.
She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow.
Fair.
It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
A thought occurs to me, actually. Why did... Just as her concept of time was fucked up, it's true, but I mean, it's worth covering all bases. Why did they actually make it look like a murder? Like, surely they could have just called this in as he had some kind of weird embolism? Like, they didn't know it. They didn't know he'd been murdered. As far as she knew, he just collapsed. Or did, yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Oh. Hole in the window? Oh, yeah, true. Thank you.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me. How quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
Oh, the spy, the corporate espionage stuff came back.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Okay, do you think she killed him as herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Also, like, it would have been way too close.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
Is Klasia on the take for some foreign interest to destabilize the area? I don't buy that, because, like, if that was the case, why not just have him in the room? Why, like, not to go too far into it, but, like, why would you set it up so the only way that he was going to be killed whilst you were being intimate?
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Which means it's somebody who's already going rogue.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
So why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
Wait, that was a bit we made up to scare a racist.
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh no. Oh fucking... No.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
Jesus, no. Oh, I'm not just... Is this why I close so many cases?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
Okay, so he's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
No, it was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
Right.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
Okay, what did you do to him?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in
Well,
it?
it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only
So they're
one
the
who
two in the. So two of
all
them are
looks
in
irritable.
the. Are in the whirling.
That sound about right? Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
Okay, do you know anything about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Who's the third? Really good question. Brooding something or other. Guys look pretty buff. So it's not the twink.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since
Oh,
I
who
set
you
up
thinking?
camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Oh, this has been going too long.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Momentary window of clarity. Okay. Oh, thank God. There's been a homeless guy hanging on the steps since we got here. It's not possible he's undercover. Really? You're not going to try and stop me with this? Okay.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
No!
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
Oh, Jesus. No. This is... Fucking... No. Oh, God. I can't even quick save. Well. Jesus. Cross your extremities.
She's truly desperate.
Oh,
She
thank
feels
God.
She has no
Oh,
options.
thank God.
You need to give her
Ah.
options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. Like, I believe it's not you. Not the time for your stream to die.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
Yeah, we're here to solve a murder, not cause another one.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call. I would have done the same, had I not been incapacitated. Her tent. We should check it out.
Well, that's fucking monstrous. Yeah, I guess our bluff about working for Puta Madre wasn't much of a bluff after all. Oh God, Harry, you are an absolute piece of shit.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
This is red?
It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
This is why the what? I'm not. I don't know. Like, is it because I don't know. I'm like, there's a series of events. I'm not sure what order that series of events it went in. Like, was it wife left, we went crooked, or we went crooked, wife left? I'm inclined to think it may have been the former. I think it might have been like there's been a bit of an under. I don't actually even think it's that. I think it might have been like there's an undercurrent with Harry where he's mentioned like a sense of affection for the shopkeeper's daughter, and I half wonder if they lost a kid. Are we surprised we were crooked? A little? I think maybe. I'm a little surprised we're crooked, considering like we have like I would expect like cases solved 216, people killed 3. I would expect us to be a much shittier. I would expect this to be a much shittier ratio, considering we were some kind of super cop.
It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
No, it's the number of cases that I've solved. Look, it literally says cases solved. Unless the 3. Oh, yeah, that's the number of people. True. Point.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Agreed.
The plain read it was pitched by...
Yeah, also true. I mean, we clearly need to... I'm hoping there's a thought we can follow for that.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers.
Oh, so it's kind of like Moleskine, I guess.
She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
It's also possibly worked for Puta Madre out of a busted, misguided idea of preventing more bloodshed by cooperation? Maybe. Possible long-term plan trying to dismantle things internally? Maybe, but then what about the Death Squad?
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Okay. Jean, our partner, called us something. The thing about the guy going so far undercover, he... Oh, yeah, it's the son of the lung.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Nice.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
It's implied that we told Jean and the others to fuck off and we wanted to work alone. Maybe.
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault.
Oh.
But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Great. M's peon is coming to town.
Ah.
No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me. I'm kind of a fuck up.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
I don't think I'm a hired assassin. I think I'm a convenient goon.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me.
You think we showed up here, went off until our squad left, possibly because we were sent here to kill Ruby, and to kill ourselves because we were so fucked up and conflicted, hence the spiral.
Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Okay, who do you think killed the merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again,
Yeah, no one heard the
maybe
shot.
there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Okay, cool. I guess I need to try and, oh, God. Are these useful? That's not particularly useful. That's kind of fun. That's okay. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna forget one more door. Is there anything here? Let's remember our past. Yeah, I think it's gotta be. Forget that. Oh god, I just turned my reaction speed down. Wait, what? Hang on. that might not be the best plan. Also, hey, Wolf Warrior, I hope you're doing well. Right, back to the whirling then. It'll be fine. You still think we're undercover? He wanted to kill Ruby to prove loyalty? It's possible. I'm not saying it's not. We can put this away. It's possible La Puta Madre is the one who staged this murder to get us here? Oh god, maybe. Right, let's get to the whirling. Do we think we'll get any useful answers from my precinct, or do we think we should just confront the guy who's definitely our partner? As partner? Yeah. Not sure how that... Everyone's listening in on radio chatter. Points. Not entirely sure how well it goes to wander up to somebody from your precinct and say, "Hey, by the way, could I just check? In your opinion, am I bent?"
Stop. Now. It is time. Yes. And it's not going to be fun. Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Okay. La Puta Madre is someone who would benefit immensely from the destabilization of this area, given it's his rival in drug supply. True. Okay, what do we even fucking want? I mean, do we put on the dead man's shoes, or do we just like I'm already at my I can basically I can take off the -2 from the man from Helmdal, but I don't think authority is gonna like get me that far. Like, do we just go all in on drama and empathy? Maybe a bit of logic. Because that's where because psychological is where I'm strongest. Prius J, thank you very much for hydrate. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Like, my key, like, this is even without anything. Like, visual calculus, empathy, like, empathy's at 10. I'm gotta say, trust your gut. Honestly, I think empathy is the way to go. Empathy and drama. Like, I'm already at at 10 for empathy. I might as well get to 10 for drama, because I can. Here's my drama top. Because, yeah, like, I don't think there's any super benefit to anything else. Maybe I want some logic. What's getting rid of my logic right now? Yeah, screw it. What's the... Drama, empathy. So these at 9. Maybe something we're researching? Oh, no, there's nothing that we're researching that's massively... yeah, that's just... But death of birth generator, no research bonus. That I've got less reaction speed anyway. Nothing there. It's literally, yeah, logic +1, drama +3, empathy +2, fuck my authority. I've got a bit of hand-eye coordination. I've got a bit of reaction speed. I might want to throw in some composure if I can. But honestly, like, we should have a gun in hand. Yes, we definitely should. Gun in hand. Gun in one hand. I'm assuming I'm right-handed. I got 2 bullets. Sweet. Love this. Screw it. I'll get a little bit more empathy whilst I'm here, because why not? That was silly. Do I have any better hats? I could be less perceptive and more logical. You know what? Screw it. This is the outfit I die in.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Jesus Christ.
This is the mercenary at the gates.
We know.
His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Who's this?
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Most aggressive Lancastrian accent I've ever heard. Do we know this person?
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle
Wait,
it.
who's this?
I
There's
know
there's
guys
3 of
like
them.
this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
Sounds like the armored figure is reaping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
Is the third one who came in with us? When?
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Well, wish me luck.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
How is this justice? You created this nickname when your English was even worse. Soon you discovered it's impossible to interpret the sounds you wanted in English letters. Oh no, I'm sorry, buddy. He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards. Oh, Jesus, he really is drunk.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Second.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
Oh, jeez.
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it, the big one. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Think of an argument. Talk about the hanged man. Okay.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out. Rip you open.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does? Huh?
That struck some chord. A dark chord.
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig fucking mouth off his face.
Lance Corporal, just fucking shut up and wait for your order.
Okay, listen. They didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did then? How fucking convenient.
You shot from a distance. Sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Okay. Logic. Oh, please.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
He was shot. He wasn't hanged.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking...
Oh, Jesus.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
Oh, thank God.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now, or it'll get bad.
Okay.
Fucking waste this fuck!
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Oh god.
Enough already!
Oh
What
my god,
is
come
this?
on.
We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Sir, you need therapy. It's true. I feel like putting this on Klasia. Oh, okay. Figured out the armor, got them fighting. Got them. Okay, all of that. Got them arguing helps. God, is Klasia. I mean, they already know about Klasia.
Who the fuck is that?
Why do you not know about Klasia?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost? She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
God, don't call the angry armed assholes assholes.
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
I will not miss? What do you mean I won't miss? The 42% chance! Okay, my suggestion is shit. Like, the argument is my best guess, I think. Like, all of these are a less than 50-50 chance. I think of an argument.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
I am a Grinnell Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun. But we're beyond that now.
Wait, what's the highest rank?
King Reaper.
You're fucking kidding me.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Oh god, we're fucked.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And his hand is off the gun. This did something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up.
Okay, Kale, I need a poll. Talk or shoot? Like, neither good, but poll active. Vote! Daisy, that is my thought entirely. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, oh fuck, oh shit. We're also very much in, like, bad, bad, evil, bad, cruel territory. Like, I very much want to go back to Hollow Knight, right? I very much want to go back to Hollow Knight, where it's just, like, pure reaction all the time, and you don't have to think about anything. If I die, I might get to. I mean, if I die, I'm just going to restart this. Like, I now know that hand-eye and... I now know I should have put more suggestion clothing on. Poll's still running if you haven't voted. Yeah, absolutely. If you've not voted, the poll is still running. You vote against more police violence. It got us here. You don't want to get stuck with it. If I die, it's the canon ending for you. That is fair. Just while the poll is finishing, I'm gonna let just like this. I'm just going to stand up and walk and get a new drink because I need to just like have a breath. Give me a minute, because oh my god, this is nonsense. This is very, very stressful. Actual Hollow Knight is less stressful than this. There is like, I died. I go back and try again. But here, is there an extension for Twitch in Disco Elysium? There is, but I've not really been able to get it to work particularly well. Talk has it. Okay. We'll give it a try.
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
Oh no.
Even better, it will further destabilize him, costing time and maybe even lives.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't fucking talk to me about my brother, Loincloth.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
But that did improve the situation about shooting him.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Oh god.
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will tear us to pieces.
God, I wish I'd killed I'd beaten up that neo-Nazi.
He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. Get him to overshoot.
Really should have put on the reaction speed shoes.
You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes
Holy
shit! On your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
No, he went right. He went right. He may have shot Titus. He may have shot Titus.
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot.
Oh, she might be aiming at Kim.
Watch out. To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too. At Kim.
No!
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. He has to. The rifleman will fire at you again. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Basically, okay, that is basically you are going to fail unless you roll boxcars. By the way, what I roll for the other one? Was that boxcars? No, actually, yeah, 6. It was a 4 and a 6.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got. Most of what's down there. It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares? No one wants you anyway. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
Yeah, shock.
You're bleeding out.
Oh, shit. A silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me.
Stay with me.
Feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him.
No, don't, no.
A slender white
No!
shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
It's a goddamn authority check! The lieutenant trusts you. Kim truly trusts you. I mean, we're save scumming this. I'm gonna just put this right out there. I am save scumming this if Kim dies. We are gonna do this entire thing again if Kim dies.
Shoot.
Fuck you.
Dead. You hear your bloody lips mumble. You try to give him your gun so he'd understand. But he does not. He doesn't look into your eyes and see the fear there. He just shakes his head still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
Oh, that's devastating.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me go back. Let me save Kim.
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing. In his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Oh, do I die?
You see Kuno's familiar shape in the found pants.
What? The game just crashed. Honestly. I promise. Game just crashed. Give me a second. I'll restart it. Yeah, it honestly crashed. It definitely crashed, Kale. There's no doubt in my mind it crashed. What an unhinged moment for the game to crash. I know, how sad. We'll just have to do that again. Yep, nothing to be done about it. Yeah. It's full immersion, absolutely. Oh, wait, hang on. This time maybe with some more hand-eye reaction speed and authority. Bullshit stops, game crashes. Absolutely. Who could have seen it coming? I guess we'll do some authority shoes then, and an authority hat. Have anything else that gives me authority? Well, suggestion. That's hand-eye, though. I quite like the hand-eye is useful. Are they going to get pissed when wearing the dead man's clothes? I mean, I was already wearing his gloves, so I don't think so. Right, how's my authority looking now? Still deeply, deeply shit. +1 authority. That's... Oh, okay, so take those glasses off. Oh, there's one that tanks our reaction speed. Oh, Ledger of Hatred and Failure. I mean, it gives me better options. The thought, I can't do anything about the thought. If I knew how to get rid of the thought, I would. The apricot thought? No, that's just reaction speed. But okay, I can stop thinking about it. Cool. So hand-eye coordination at 4. I lose hand-eye coordination. Anything else that can give me a hand-eye coordination? All of the hand-eye coordination is in my shoes! But honestly, I'm happy with that because, honestly, as long as we have something that will help save Kim, I'm chill with that.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to...
Put your damn...
Shut up!
This is the mercenary. There's something very... Shh.
This is a
The Kipt is...
You are all drunk.
Ease.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Okay. Reasonable successes on authority this time.
Nest in your abdomen.
Fuck. That
The lieutenant is genuinely...
the mercenary tribune. My plan is not to get killed, but if this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Okay, the authority is the important
Get
thing.
lost, comedian.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk.
With a wordless Gurg, the leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, shoot him in the mouth. No, wait. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Rude.
All of you cunts inside out. Rip you open.
The gunner. What do you think he does? Huh?
That struck some chord.
What are we waiting for?
I'm just going to go through largely the same things I did last time, so...
He is not used to commanding.
Yeah? Who did that? How fucking convenient. You think I'm How about the kid?
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't this...
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him.
Your lie.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your... The young woman stands and looks behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty.
That doesn't sound good. What topic?
Yes. So what? Nah.
Enough already! What?
Interrupt me again and I will execute. You think I care what that...
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now.
Fucking waste this fuck!
Who the fuck...
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left! What am I doing? She left!
We should have a...
You can feel how upset he is with himself.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
Okay.
Alright.
That's a pass.
You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Pops, you have no idea about the rights Crenell extends to us.
Okay, we'll try a different way. Is it okay to kill civilians and local law enforcement?
If I fuck and kill you, hang you to that streetlight by your shit pipes, then that's called a necessary display of force. No one's going to give a shit about dead loincloths. That's reality.
Depressingly true.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it.
You know what? If I pass this one, maybe we'll get somewhere.
Of course. Nothing bad will happen. Even...
You don't fucking
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully. A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek.
So we're pretty much doing exactly the same thing.
As he stumbles to your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel from the corner. He's trying to find a straight. You stare down the barrel of the gun. 0.4 seconds remain. Is there anything? Anything? He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right.
Okay, we have to hope this passes again. Oh shit.
The shot rings and you stumble. Something
Ow.
violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot.
Oh, though we did pass the pain threshold check.
He has to. Then, 2 shots ring at once, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
I mean, they didn't sound particularly human before.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Good job, Kim.
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man the look of vengeance. Here it comes.
Okay.
Death.
Again, unless I get boxcars, we're into that horrible, horrible choice. And that was not boxcars. God damn it.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your the pain is too immense to scream. The Hardy Boys are screaming fight.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Feels slick and warm with blood. Most of what's down there. It's all gone. Oh, no. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. You're a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at
Oh, thank God!
Does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both
God. Yeah, okay, so the -1, plus Kim trusts us, plus Kim truly trusts us. Honestly, feeling entirely justified about the saves coming.
No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles, and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from
yes,
your
I mean the
hand
unavoidable
and
game
fires
crash.
behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
The rest is silence.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up
Okay,
there,
we can die
screaming
now.
along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts.
Very tragic queer.
The
Yeah, this is
dead
the
are
thing. We're doing an inversion of
They
the kill your
don't
gaze
rattle
meme.
windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind.
They can't kill us, that's burying their gaze. Okay, no, let me back.
Fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
We won't actually die because we know what happens. Basically, from what I understand, you basically either... Did that guy seriously shoot us in the dick? Yes. But yeah, as far as I know, we carry on, but what happens is we either get Kim as to finish the investigation with us, or we deputize Kuno, which I don't know. I might boot up boot up a secondary save file just to find out what the fuck that's like.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium.
Kuno's fucked up enough to be a cop. That is... Yeah, that is a really good interpretation of things.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket.
Voice actor is having fun, absolutely.
Triple from the pain.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. We saved you, Kim. It was all worth it.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
Oh, well, that's nice. It was the only thing. They fixed the windows. God, how long have we been down?
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse, and drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Eesh.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
Roy, harbour lesbian, dice lady, washerwoman, and egg also matter. Fair.
What happened? You shot the Major in the face. A firefight ensued.
He dead?
Yes.
Good.
A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM. As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it...
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
Kim, it is absolutely fine.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
Oh no.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name.
He really did ride and die.
Yes, he's still alive too. You were bleeding out by then. I think you say that no one wants to party with you, and you warned me. I was able
yes.
to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got the jump on me. I killed her, and that's what happened. This is the one. The Pole was the last to die. Evrard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate.
Well, because you can do it once, and you can't really take revenge for revenge.
Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe...
No, Everard's doing a good thing here.
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know.
He nods.
4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets.
I mean, on the plus side, Shanky died.
All.
Yeah, poor Angus. Like...
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
Well, that line wasn't recorded correctly.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
I mean, I didn't. I mean, there was a call out for Theo, Angus, and Glenn. Absolutely. Have to pay respects. Not with an exclamation mark, Cal.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
Ooh, what you say?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Okay, that doesn't sound awful.
We will see. No. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they are worried about you. I did. No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Okay, let's take this slow.
Easy now. How are you?
The lieutenant doesn't reply, just looks at you teetering on your feet.
But what happens now?
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling. I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
Okay, why am I obsessed with the Maybells?
What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
No, Kim, every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay. I don't know. That's been there for years. Yes, God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
Okay, but there are all these old bunkers and weapon caches.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I can't believe they're fucking
No need
useless.
to be melodramatic.
He does not know what to reply. Looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think.
You know what I think? Solving
He
crimes.
arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm
Oh,
ready
okay.
to hear what you think about solving crimes now.
Yeah, honestly, solving crime is hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary. That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp? Good.
I'm ready.
Where do you want to limp to?
Okay. Got a work call as a game crash. What did I miss? Nothing. Kim lives. A bunch of other people are dead, but Kim is alive.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
The door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Okay. Let's have a quick look at Kim's room. Kim, this is depressing.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go? Yes? Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity, and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
Lie. Lie to get out of it.
You're joking.
Am I? Anyway, did you want something related to police work?
Okay. Well, that was a thing. I'm glad the game tracks these kinds of things. And it's just like, yeah, we're gonna like Kim noticed the boots, but Kim waited till you brought it up. Right, we can have all my authority down the shitter again. Okay. Right. I'll be perfectly honest. That is, I think that is quite enough excitement for today. I believe that I need to go and have a bit of a lie down. Yeah, they have replaced the window. But, yeah, I don't know, like, maybe we have a look? Our room is so clean, I know, it sickens me, we need to destroy it immediately.
The bed's a little nicer now.
Okay. So, Kim's fine, that's all we needed. Yeah, though, again, I am kind of curious what happens if you end up taking Kuno along with you. Maybe after we have finished playing this, we'll do like a little bit of a wrap-up and just like have a look at some of that. I don't know, though. Like, clearly Kuno's got some shit going on. Thank you for listening about that unavoidable crash. Absolutely. I mean, I really don't know what caused that crash. It was just really bad timing before there's like any autosave as well. Anyway, gonna switch to here. There we go. So weird. Could not imagine a weirder time. Recruiting communists tomorrow? Probably. I don't know. Are we... I don't know if we can recruit any more communists. It's going to be a weird one. But we will be back on Thursday to work out what is going on. See if we can actually solve this case. See if we can finish things up. And, yeah, just see what is going on. Let me just quickly see if there is anybody live who is streaming who we can go run into. I'm just having there are a few people that I want that I could potentially raid, and I want to just have a look at how long they've been going for. Oh, you know what? Tex Murphy under a killing moon. Okay, you know what? Lucky Bun has literally just started streaming. They're playing a game called Tex Murphy. I have no idea what that's about, but you know what? Thematically, it feels similar to being Gun Cop. Yeah, do you know what? It's got a very noir vibe, so it honestly does sound pretty... Oh my god, it's an AMV game. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go and and raid Lucky Bun because that just feels like a very natural oh. I wonder what happened with there. I don't know what happened there with you, Priestio. Maybe there's like a trigger word. Don't know. Can't suggest. Oh, well, I'm sorry that happened. That was a very weird one. But anyway, hope that you shared a link. Ah, okay. Sometimes sometimes it doesn't like links. It's only mods who can share links, or like people in certain like VIPs. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think if it was to a streamer, then I'm gonna veto it, and I will another channel. What was the channel, out of curiosity? Oh, you sent it to me? God, that requires me to know where anything is in this goddamned hell site. 1 second. Where is this goddamn hell site? Where has anything been sent? Give me a second. Having a quick shifty. Sure, you know what? We'll go for that. Why not? Why not? You know what? There you started. Why not? I'm kind of happy to try it occasionally, and yeah, go for it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you. I've really been enjoying. This is such a weird game. Like, it's fascinating. I'm not sure. Like, I definitely have thoughts. I want to kind of know everything about it now, but I also want to remove it from my brain so I can have an absolute complete fresh take on it. But what can you do? Yeah, really interested by the fact that Kuno partners up with you if Kim dies. That is a weird one. And also, I don't think I feel less stressed playing Hollow Knight than I did for the last hour of this game. So you know what? That is some effective fucking writing and dice rolling. God damn work. God damn bravo. Like, I thought this game peaked when we played D&D with the communists, but holy shit. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you. This has been Disco Elysium. Please do join me for more of it on Thursday. And in the meantime, I've been Loxley, Senator of Strategy, the Capri and Card Shark, the board game GOAT. Do have a good evening, and ta-ra.